Hey there, Flo here. I'm back again. Just decided to try this little hike here, live stream it. I don't know if it'll work. Signal is not as good here as it was in the other place, but I'll give it a try. Might cut out in the middle of it or something or whatever, but I'll give it a shot anyway. I just have to get set up here, almost ready. Hopefully all my batteries and junk are still operational. One cool thing that I'm doing now is using alligator clips, which I've wanted to try in the past. I normally tape my external microphone, my lapel mic, into the inside of my shirt so that I have better audio and it's not massively windy. The wind noise is mostly canceled out by my shirt. But today I'm doing the same, except that instead of taping it, I'm using alligator clips. So, oh shoot, did I lock that? No, good. I'm gonna take my little hatchet with me just cause, no particular reason. Hey Leo, thanks for the lemon. Okay, almost ready here. Actually, I heard something up in the bushes. That's kind of why I'm taking my hatchet just in case. All right. Oh shoot. Somehow I got a different address on here. I don't understand. Can't remember. Okay. Now I will check my DLive, make sure I have video signal because there was something weird going on, as usual. I know what it is, but I don't understand how it's possible, what was going on. What? Oh, I see. I see what I did there. Click the wrong button. Okay. Okay, yeah, as I mentioned, the signal here is not going to be amazing, probably. It should be better than it is right now, though. I'm going to refresh this thing and see if it gets better, because I don't know why it's so bad. I guess that's just what it's going to be. It's not great, but it's better when I refreshed it. Oh shoot, I forgot something. Alright, so I need to check my map here. I'm not sure where I'm going. Alright, looks like anywhere right here is kind of where I want to go up, I guess. See if I find any easy spot. I mean, it's not going to be easy. I'm going up straight up a hill. There's these rocks here that I kind of have marked on my map that I'll explore someday, but not necessarily here to explore these rocks. I'm just going to try to head up the side. So I might kind of go past these, but I mean, I'll look at them as I'm going past, but I'm not going to like climb them or anything. So I'm just not prepared for that. I want to fix my, my 360 camera before I do too many more like explorations of high points and boulders and stuff. So I really like to record those with that if possible. I think I have all the stuff I need to fix that now, but I just need to sit down and do it at some point, or at least try. I can't remember if I've been to these rocks before or not. I probably have, but don't remember for sure. Signal improves when I just stand here sometimes. That's pretty big. That'd be a challenge to climb that one. Except usually one side of it has an easier way, like I could probably get up this way. So I don't know which direction my cell signal is, my cell phone is getting signal from, so I don't know if it's gonna get better or worse as I go up this direction. I need to try to avoid bushes, so I guess I'll go this way, where there's slightly less of them. So this is the kind of bushwhacking stuff that I do all the time that I've mentioned on stream many times. I don't record a lot of it because it's kind of like this, where the signal is not the best, usually. And if I find a place to rest, kind of at the top or where there's a view, sometimes there'll be a signal up there. But yeah, right here it's not great. I'm gonna refresh one more time, see if it helps. I think we're kind of stuck with what we got, which sucks. It's pretty terrible. Wow, gigantic pine cones up here. I am being swarmed by mosquitoes too. I put some stuff on, but I think maybe I didn't put quite enough on. Might see if I can get some more. Oh, irritating. I must have missed some spots around my face because they're kind of going toward my face. And my hands. I always forget my hands. It's one of the worst places to get bitten too, because it really itches massively when they get you on the hands. Hey JD Max, how's it going? That's right, I have my knife in here. I can put that on my belt. I created this ingenious device here to keep the cap on because it does not stay on. So there's opening here so I can put my finger to push the button. There's opening here for it to spray. It's just a piece of paper taped on there. And when I put this rubber band around there, friction holds the paper to the cap so it stays on. Sup, lots of somethings happen out there. I don't know. Not really. Just trying to get some mosquito repellent on to keep these stupid things away from me. The signal here is not great, so I don't know if this will be a very successful stream, but figured I'd try just for fun. Might cut out. It'll definitely not be high fidelity, that's for sure. Oh, wow, it's super bad. Try refreshing one more time. That's annoying. I don't like that it goes out to lunch and then it doesn't really recover. I guess it's getting a little bit better. I'll wait and see. Probably have a million mosquito bites from this trip. I haven't been to the top of this butte very many times, and it was quite a few years ago, so I don't really remember. Any Bigfoot enclosures? Do Bigfoot whoops call and see if any replies? Hey Bigfoot, is that loud enough? I'm pretty sure they have pretty good hearing. I don't have enough strength to yell at the top of my lungs. Gotta conserve my energy. Okay. I gotta pick a spot. I try to pick a spot based on a couple of factors, whether I can get through, whether it's easy or hard, and whether there's a view. Those are kind of my determining factors. Wow, the signal is terrible. I'm gonna refresh. No, I don't know, it just got better. It's weird. It just comes and goes. Probably can't see, but I'm up above that lake thing that I was nearby in the last stream. It's right down there. Actually not that far away from where I was in the previous stream. Right. Let's see. I think I'm going to continue up this line. It's not going to have views, but it's kind of the direction I intend to go, so try it. Plus I see just a general clearing amidst the trees. That's the main reason I'm going this way. Lots of dry fuel on the ground and lots of baby trees. Yeah, this is kind of how it is around here. It's not super lush green forest. It's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, this is what it looks like around here. Wow, the signal's terrible. Oh well. Alright, let's go this way. This is very steep, but kind of following a ridge line up the side of this thing. I don't remember if there's even a view up here. Maybe not. Don't light your cigar, yeah. Definitely. All those cigars I have with me. Yeah, every year we have wildfires in the area. They try to do preventative burning to decrease the effect, but there's always some kind of wildfire. There's some major footprints here, some kind of tracks. I actually heard something in the trees right where I parked, and wasn't sure what I was hearing, but it sounded bigger than just a chipmunk. It sounded like could be a deer or something. I don't know. Get a little bit of a view. What happened there like 5 years ago for all the fallen big trees on the ground, I wonder. They just don't, this is just the way it is here. They don't have the capacity to come and clean up all this stuff, so it's just trees fall and that's where they lay until they rot. It's like this everywhere around here. There could have been a windstorm, but yeah, there's downed trees all over. When you go off trail in a not state park or national park, that's what nature does. Can I go back to those footprints? Why are you gonna claim that it's Bigfoot or something? The problem is mine are mixed with them now, because I was stepping where those footprints were. So if you're looking for evidence of Bigfoot, it's probably just my feet. All right. But yeah, it's kind of a mess now because I was stepping where those footprints are. If I see more, I'll let you know. Let's see. I think I'm going to follow this ridge of rocks here. I don't know why my gimbal just turned off. I don't think the battery's low. I think it just strained itself. Too much weight on it or something. I'm not sure. It's weird. Is it a popular hiking area? No, definitely not. I bet less than one person comes up here a year. There's a bunch of buttes and hills around here. A very small percentage of them have trails on them. The rest are just like this, where if you want to get to the top, you just have to go on an adventure and bushwhack, which is my kind of thing. I enjoy this kind of hiking, just straight up through the forest, no trail. Make my own trail by looking for the path of least resistance, basically. Yeah, something is overburdening my gimbal here. It's not wanting to stay on for some reason. Maybe if I do that. There we go. Watch out for those alien invisible cloaked things too, like in Predator. Oh man, you're right. Shoot, I didn't even think of that. Woo, I'm scared now. Shoot, man. Glad I have you in chat. I would have been totally unprepared otherwise. Looks like the signal is a little bit better right here for some reason. That's cool. Still not up to my desired level, but it's... No, every time I move it gets worse. Okay, so this is an example of a track. These little holes in the ground. Like one right there and one right there. It's probably deer because they're kind of holes, and usually bigger animals don't have those hoofs to break through like that, so I don't think it would be a cougar or a bear. I am probably going to follow this path around though, because it looks like it might get through some of these trees, possibly. Here's some more of those tracks. Kind of on a game trail of some sort here. I don't think these, none of these, I don't think any of these are human tracks. I can't tell exactly what they are though. Magnetic area, maybe messing with your batteries. I think it's just all the trees. Like, honestly though, I'm lucky if I get a signal out here because this isn't a place with great coverage. That's why I usually just stream while standing in one spot. Because going through the trees like this, it's just up and down, all over the place. But usually it's not good. So if I get any kind of signal, I'm fortunate. Could be an elk, I guess. Can't tell. Pretty big tracks in some spots here. I think I'm liking where that game trail goes. It goes into this mess of trees, but if I try to go up here, there's a huge log I have to climb over. So I think I'm going to continue along this line that these tracks go on. Even though it's pretty heavy foliage. These tracks look relatively fresh though. I got back to the rocks, it looks like. Yeah, we're kind of running into a lot of bushes, which I don't like to go through too heavy of stuff, just for ticks, to avoid the ticks. Oh wow, the signal is horrible. Less than 1 megabit. Probably gonna cut out at some point entirely. Sort of in an open area here though. Kind of surprised it doesn't temporarily get better. That's cool down there. You probably can't see it, but you can see the lake. Pretty big tracks, bigger than hoof prints. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, the signal gets better when I stand in one place. It's like the cell towers can find my position better, or vice versa. Just the more I move around, the worse it typically gets. I have a number on my screen for this app. It tells me what my bit rate is, and it's like right now it's 650 kilobits, which is nothing. It's like a tenth of what it should be to have a decent picture. But yeah, if I stand here and hold the camera in one position, the bit rate will get a little bit better temporarily, and then as soon as I start moving, it drops again. Cool lake view. Maybe say a prayer out loud and see what happens. See what happens. Sure. Dear Lord, pray for my friend JD Max, who suggested that I say a prayer out loud. Let's see what happens. Pray that you would bless his life and help him to encounter you daily in his walk with you, and find you in your word. Pray that you bless his relationships and family. In Jesus' name, amen. Any giant edible mushrooms? I don't see any. I've never been a mushroom hunter, so I have no idea what to look for. I see them occasionally when I'm on hikes, but usually they're pretty small. The varieties that I see. Ouch. Alright, I'm seeing kind of a change in slope not too far ahead of me. It might level out a little bit, possibly. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, this signal is bad. Yeah, no problem, anytime. Let's see what happens. This is cool, all these rocks and stuff. There's a decent view over there. A little bit too small to see without zooming in. Some large boulders for that high up. Yeah, this is kind of a volcanic area, so actually quite a lot of boulders and stuff. I think most of these hills are the result of volcanic activity. See if I can get that cool view over there. Alright. I have to try to go up between these ones because there's not really a clearing. Mother Nature is thirsty today for some battery electrical energy. Yeah, well, the mosquitoes, if they represent Mother Nature, they're definitely thirsty. Like all over me. I'm expecting to be very itchy tonight or tomorrow. Oh. I'm hitting some bushes here. I'm hoping there's a way around them. I do not like going through these kind of thick things, so I need to find some pathway around this stuff. Go try to the left. over that way maybe. Or possibly to the right. Let's check both sides. Make a comparative decision here. Must be expelling a lot of carbon dioxide. Yep, I am. This is hard work. Moving up these things. There's some cool boulders over here, so even if I can't get through, it's kind of interesting anyway. Ooh, there's so many mosquitoes on these rocks. It's crazy. How am I feeling mentally today? Okay, I don't know. I'm kind of down, but that's partly why I come out and do this at least once a week. I just get discouraged a lot because of my inability to have a normal, sustaining life. But you know, it's whatever. It is what it is. Sound good? Well, thanks. Yeah, getting out here outside always helps me quite a bit. Always a lot happier when I'm doing this stuff. I would do it all the time, literally every single day if I could, but I feel irresponsible if I do, because there's things I need to be working on to attempt to get some kind of business going, and if I hike every day, then that's less time to work on that. So wild to see nature in its purest combo of good, fresh out of the old, dead. Makes sense. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I see a lot of that, like rotten trees with moss all over them, and even new sprouts coming out. Okay, this is a little bit sketchy, so I'm gonna go down before I go back up. Oh wow, that's awesome. I hope this picks up, because that looks sick. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like kind of a little, almost like an island with some trees and grass and stuff out there. It's very nice. Your eyes always see it better in person than when you try to record things. It just never turns out quite the same. Plus the bitrate is really kind of crap. God says take care of our temples ourselves, and starting in shape is important. Yeah, that's another reason why I do this stuff, is it keeps my heart working, I guess. All right. Let's try to get back up these rocks. Got an awesome big dead gnarly tree up there, and a couple of turkey vultures waiting for me to perish so they can get their next meal. But I'm gonna try not to meet that expectation. See the tree island, nice. All right, let's get up on these rocks. See if I can get to the top of this butte. I don't know. I don't think I'm that close to it, but I'm going in the right direction. Headed in the right direction. A nice spider web here that probably won't show up on stream because it's kind of invisible, but anyway, let's go right through it. Sorry, spider, you're gonna have to reconstruct your home. All right. Hey, I'm part of nature too, you know. Just because I'm human doesn't mean I'm a menace. Want to see some of your artwork later? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will allow it, but it's not impressive. Like I said, most of my artwork is from my teens and early 20s, because I I lost the inspiration to do it. I didn't feel like it would ever go anywhere. I actually tried to go to a college for their art program and talk to one of their art directors or professors, and they just didn't really give a rip about any of my stuff. It was pretty discouraging. Plus, I didn't get any scholarships, even though I was a really good student, so I never went to college. Couldn't afford it. Say hi to Spider-Man for me. Those are big mosquitoes. Yeah, that's right. Do a little bit more than suck, though. Just eat your face. Wow, this signal is terrible. But like I said, I am not surprised. This is not really a place I would even expect to have a signal. There's that big tree I was pointing at just a minute ago. Feeling real. Could you imagine a big tree house right there? How awesome would that be? Oh man, that would be sick. I would love to build a tree house someday. Hey, feeling real? I am feeling real today. Ooh. Hope you're feeling real. Oh, you're always feeling real, unless you change your username. Sorry about the bad signal up here. Normally stream from solitary spots where I find a good signal, but there's a time and place for everything, and I enjoy just hiking even if there's no good signal, and we can just share in the fun of very pixelated garbage. Get that sun behind the branch. There we go. I was sort of hoping the higher I got up, the better the signal would get, but it doesn't seem to be complying with my wishes. It's about the same. But I'll keep pressing on like Lee press on nails. Bruce Lee, the kind that he wore, of course. It's a little known fact. That's how his hands always look so nice. Whoa, I almost fell down that. Perfect looking weather there. How warm is it? I hear a heat wave on the way this next week. Yeah, it's supposed to get warm. All right, today it's perfect. It's like high 60s. That is a view and a half right there. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to get up on these rocks because I think it might be able to see it even better. Oh, sick. I don't know if it looks as good in the camera as it does in real life, but that's awesome. I'm gonna get over on this rock. I think I'll see it even better. Just have to be careful because these are big drops between these boulders. Whoa! That's amazing. How close are you to any road if you fall and got hurt 9/11 to go, or exactly what elevation are you at if you had to guess? Probably I'd say probably like 5,500 or 6,000 feet elevation. I'm nowhere near any major roads, just forest roads. That looks sick. I gotta get a proper picture of that. So the stream will go invisible for a second. I gotta get an actual normal picture here. That's amazing. Should also mark that on my map real quick.
Hey kids, where do you want to go?
Uncle Nancy's clubhouse.
Sleeping Stars went to Uncle Nutsy's clubhouse. Where do you want to go, kids? To Uncle Nutsy's clubhouse. Hey, Sleeping Stars, thanks for the follow. I actually have a good signal here, too. This is an amazing spot. I love it. It's completely awesome. I'm gonna have to come back here and just hang out. This will be one of my new favorite spots. This is completely ridiculous. Like, top notch. Completely ridiculous. Yeah, it's an awesome view, isn't it? Good to see you as well. I think Kame's streaming right now, isn't he? Say hi to Kame for me if he's still online. But don't suggest him to host me, because then he might like feel like ending his stream earlier than normal, and I don't want him to do that. But if he's online, just say hi. Say Flo says hi. And got that tree over this way. The rocks, some of these I'm standing on here. Hey Alameen, good day to you as well. Alright, so I need to keep going onward and upward. I could just sit here for an hour and enjoy the amazing view, but I have a goal in mind. And actually I think I'm on one of the sub-summits or false summits, or just whatever you want to call it. One of the summits of this thing. I think that rock right up there is the tallest rock in the area. So once I get up there, I can mark that on my map as a place, a thing. He just finished. He's been streaming earlier since his work schedule changed. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. All right, well, I tried to say hi, but it didn't work out. Okay, let's go back around this way. I don't even know if I knew you had a DLive account though. Maybe I saw you do that on one of Kame's streams, but normally I see you on. Aren't you normally on Twitch? I can't remember now. I think so. Do you have a small 2-man tent and sleeping bag, and why not camp overnight there soon? Yes, I do. There'd be no flat ground here, though. It's on a massive slant, and the rocks aren't big enough to put a tent on. But somewhere around here, I could certainly. That's a good idea. I don't go camping as often as I'd like to. It's kind of one of those things that I like to do with somebody else, like a friend. But yeah, sometimes it's like my hiking. I never used to hike alone. Now I always hike alone because I don't have anybody to go with. And if I waited for somebody to go with, I'd just never go. On the more stable ground, I mean up there, yeah, maybe there's some spot. I typically like DLi, but Kami's stream doesn't run well for me there, so I hang out on Twitch. Your stream is super clear. Nice. Well, you came in just when it got clear. Up here, the signal was terrible. I was walking up, straight up through these trees, and it was bad. And it might get bad again as I move, because the signal changes very unpredictably when you're in the forest. Good, bad, everything in between. Whoa, tripped. I caught myself. Awesome. Do an IRL overnight there. I'll check it out. You won't be alone then. Yeah, I don't have the gear that I don't have the gear that, what's his name? Outdoors. Why can't I think of his name? Chill Outdoors. There we go. He has all the awesome gear for that. I don't have enough battery banks to keep going that long. Well, it would be fun though. The steep climb, I'm impressed. Yeah, I do this all the time. Most people don't because they like to stay on trails. I just go straight up the side of things. Don't need no stinking trail. Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I haven't seen Chill Outdoors for a long time. Hope he's well. Miss his streams. He was kind of legendary outdoor streamer on DLive back in the day. Been a minute since I heard from him. He must be busy IRL. Don't need no stinking trail. Flow quite literally goes off the beaten path. That's right. That's right. I don't need to beat no video games. I beat the path and I beat the mountains, the rocks, the bushes. Oh, noise. Oh, noise. Noise. This is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream for a minute after I let you guys see the view because I gotta get an actual picture with my phone camera because that's sick. Oh, you sound happier already. Yeah, thanks, man. If you were praying for me, it means the world. I need prayer a lot. But I also want to offer something back. I want to pray for others as well. Use legendary outdoorsman, I agree. All right, I'm going to cut the video just for long enough to get a picture here. I wish my video would stay on when I take pictures, but it cuts out. There is a way, I have a way to do that, but there's limitations. There's annoying things about it. Actually, now that I think of it, I should switch to that. I'm gonna try to switch to the other method. So my video will be right back after a minute. Because that way, in theory, when I take pictures, the video will not cut out. I haven't ever tested this, but the way it's supposed to work, it should not cut out. All right, you guys let me know if the video comes back on. That view is healing. God is geet. If you are Apple, you can screenshot and stay live. Yeah, well, the thing is, I can screenshot from the app, but it just takes the same picture I'm looking at. Like, I want to get like my full 50 megapixel full 50 megapixel camera. But now that I'm using this app right here, in theory, I should be able to take pictures without it cutting out. I've never actually tried it, but it's supposed to. You have your audio still at least, and just then Sasquatch showed up and poof, Flo is abducted. Can you, is the video back? Did the video come back? Of course, there's like a 10-second delay on DLive at least. I guess I could check, but since you're there, I'll just see what you have to say. You able to do a panorama view photo too? Yeah, definitely. With my phone, yeah. I took 3 shots across because I like the quality better when I stitch them myself using Huggin. But yeah, sometimes I use my phone's built-in panorama. Video is back, yes. Okay, cool, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go up the top of this rock here, which I think is the highest point in this particular area, but I don't think it's the actual summit of this whole mountain. It's just one of the summits. So try to get up here safely. All of this is easy for me in normal circumstances, but I'm holding a bunch of junk and I have cords hanging off me, so I have to be a little bit more cautious than normal. Oh, sick. There's like a whole ridge of rocks behind this that I'll probably follow after taking in this position. Oops. Cord snagged. Ugh. Oh, wow. It's even better up here. This is awesome. What in the world? What? Weather's gorgeous. It's been dumping buckets here. Sasquatch approved. 2 thumbs way up. Now that you said so, I can tell those are volcanic rocks. Yeah. A lot of them are actually like the red crumbly lava. These aren't quite as obvious, and I'm certainly no geologist, but I've been to many a volcano, like a legit cone with a crater in the middle of it in this area. Unfortunately, most of those have 0 signal, so I can't really share those, but I do sometimes take 360 videos and upload them to my channel. Just gotta watch out for all those dead pine needles. Yeah, this is insane. I wish I could. The problem with this app I'm using is I can't adjust the exposure and I can't zoom. The one I was using before I could zoom, but this one doesn't have that functionality, unfortunately. Otherwise I'd zoom up on some of that stuff because it looks crazy. I'm gonna test though. Let me know if the video cuts out when I do this next action. If not, then there's no advantage to this. I mean, if it does cut out, then there's no advantage to doing it this way. Oh, I think it did maybe cut out. I don't know. I can't tell. It froze? Okay. If it froze, then there's no advantage to using this app. So let me go back to the other way, because that way I can zoom in and stuff. Come on, man. Give me a break here. Sorry, it'll be just a second. I'm trying to force close this, because if I don't, it won't let me use the camera for the other app. Okay, there we go. Start. People say they are flat earthers, just show them this. I know, like every time I come up to this stuff, I can actually see, not only see somewhat of a curve, but also like you can see things disappearing in the distance. If it was flat and I was up this high, there would be no end to the view. It would just keep going. It's obvious. Yeah, and I've been up a lot higher than this. But yeah, whatever. I don't care. They can believe that if they want to. Okay, now I can zoom in on stuff. I actually, at first I thought kind of the flat earth thing was a meme, just kind of something fun for the new generation that likes to troll and meme we're into, but it genuinely seems like they actually believe that. But hey, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I honestly don't care. It doesn't change any part of my worldview one way or the other, so it's not that important to me. But I definitely don't believe it. Okay, let me see how close. There's a beach way over there. Kind of. All right, man, I could just be happy right here for a long time. I could just hang out here forever. But alas, all good things must come to an end. I think I'm going to continue along this boulder ridge for a while, because I do want to say that I went to the top of this thing maybe today. And I am nowhere near it right now. Nowhere near. Although I should make a... Okay, I'm going to kill my video one more time, because I need to make a point on the map. Unfortunately, I hate this, that I can't just keep streaming and not lose the video. But that's the way it is. People get so weird about it on both ends, cracks me up. Yeah, I don't care about it. I don't really care about either way. If it's actually flat, that doesn't change our lives. Just means we've been living on flat Earth. Yeah, exactly. It's just a hypothetical, but if you did zoom in and see a Bigfoot, would you be able to record the footage while live? Not with my main camera, without cutting it out, but hey, Sparkles. Hey, Kundera, yes, it is live. Here I am in all my opposite of glory. Whoa! Yeah, this is an amazing spot. It's unbelievable. I will show it one more time since you probably just arrived, but I'm gonna head actually back into the trees. Might end up killing the signal, but gotta try to get to the top of this thing. I think there's nothing gonna compare to this though. There's no view up at the top that's gonna look this amazing. So this is definitely the highlight. But I wanna try to see if I can get to the top of this today. It's kind of a long hike, honestly. So I need to follow around these boulders here. Yeah, the signal's gonna break up too, but oh well. Have to be careful walking on this nasty log here because it just breaks out from under me. But that's how I got up, so I gotta get back around it the same way. Like the hat, it might be the spot to overnight camp somewhere. Yeah, definitely. There's a big enough spot here to camp. Actually, like right there, totally work. That would be sick, actually. You called it. You called it. Problem is I'd have to bring everything up here, which would be hard. Like my tent and some water and food. I could do it, it's just it'd be a challenge. Hello, bro. Yeah, I don't really like this hat that much, but I used to have a hat that I actually liked how it looked, but I have no idea where it is. This one's actually better than that hat, simply because the only reason I wear these kind of hats is it keeps me from getting a sunburn. I don't have to wear sunscreen. It just keeps the sun off my face, so that's why I wear them. But it's not really my favorite look, to be honest. But I'm also not really caught up on appearances, so I don't really care. Yeah, it probably would be blurry because the legend has to continue. You can't get a clear picture of Bigfoot or aliens. It's scientifically impossible. Wow, that's a cool shot too. I gotta kill the video one more time because I gotta get a shot of that. That's ridiculous. That's where I was standing, up there for that view. Raining in Illinois. That's what God created big backpacks for. Yeah, like bushwhacking through this stuff with a huge backpack would be not super easy, but certainly I could do it. All right, one last look at this view before I head to a new spot up higher, which probably won't have any views and it'll be a terrible signal, so this is the last big hurrah. These are man, instant photography's first place award type pics there for sure. Yeah, I'm not a pro photographer enough to get the kind of shots that would win awards, but just if some actual photographer came here, they'd be doing well. I just take snapshots, honestly. I take a lot of photos, so I guess I call myself a photographer, but I don't like frame them up and do the manual exposure and all that stuff. I just take snapshots. My phone camera is good enough for me. I used to carry around my Sony mirrorless camera, but I just got tired of one more piece of gear that I have to hold all the time, especially when I'm live streaming. Some of my early IRL live streams, I had 3 cameras going at the same time. I had my phone with the stream, I had my 360 camera, and I had my Sony mirrorless. It was pretty ridiculous. That's a track and a half right there. That's big. You might have found Bigfoot, my friends. Oh, it's an elk for sure. Check this out. I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a shape, like a U shape. See, yeah, that's got to be an elk. A hoof, huge hoof, so probably a big old elk coming through here. Another nice little spot with some rocks over here. It's like clawing at the ground with its hoofs or something, because it's like a elongated track there. It's like scratching the ground or lazily dragging its feet. It's a lazy elk dragging its feet. I wish I had my 360 camera fixed, because I would love to record this whole thing and upload it to my channel. I'll definitely come back here though. It's amazing. Just then a Bigfoot rode by on a big elk. That's obviously what happened. Just then. Those do look pretty fresh to me. Like, I'm no tracker, but they do look kind of recent. That's funny. Huh, there's like a clearing down there. It almost looks like a old forest road, but it's probably just coincidence. I think I might cling to that side though. I found that, well, I don't know, maybe not. Actually, forget that idea. I found that side, that side has usually less bushes, and I'm trying to avoid the bushes, so. But actually, as I look down this trail of rocks, I noticed it's probably the best path, so I'm going to stay up here for the time being. But yeah, don't worry about me being out late. I do it all the time, but also I have a plan. I always have a plan of like hustling down the side of the mountain and getting to more of like a road that I can go faster on. I wonder if is there like a smear on my camera? No, it looks pretty clean. This looks kind of hazy. Alright, got some more boulders here. I am totally gonna have to come back here with my 360 camera, whether it's fixed or not. Cord caught on a branch. The signal's terrible here though. But I gotta capture this in all its full glory, which even the 360 camera can't capture the full visual potential, but it's gonna be a lot clearer than this, plus it'll show things in every direction, which is kind of why I like it. This cord is a nuisance. I need to come up with a better cord management. I'd be having it go up under my shirt or something so it's not hanging out. Oh, lets you know, a good reminder of how powerful God is to be able to wash those rocks around up there thousands of years ago. Absolutely. I'm saddened that so many people decide not to believe in the things written in the Bible because they don't want to believe in in God, essentially, because the evidence is not lacking. Great YouTube streamer, Desert Drifter. Amazing hikes. You should subscribe if you like hiking videos. He goes to places in the Southwest. Everywhere you look, it's very clear that the whole thing was eroded by water. I see the same thing here all the time. Way up high, stuff that could not gain its shape except by water. You'll see it all over the world. What could that possibly mean? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the Bible talks about it. I won't give it away. Maybe you read Genesis 5 or something. Alrighty. Oh, this is cool. I can just keep following this rocky ridge here. Might take me all the way up to the top. But I gotta kind of try to go a little bit faster because I'm gonna run out of time. The new Insta360 X4 shoots in 8K. I really would like to have that camera someday, but can't afford it. Even the rock split by water for Moses in the desert is readily filmed, and apparent God is right in our faces every breath. Yeah, I understand though, like faith is a gift from God, and if you don't believe in God, it's hard to believe in God. You can't unless He gives you that gift, and as crazy as that sounds, He has to draw people to Himself. We by ourselves will not seek God. Even though we have free will, I do believe that it has to come from Him in a way. It's kind of confusing, but I won't try to explain it because it's just something that you have to come to terms with. Okay. These gnarly old dead bushes look pretty awesome too. The signal is pretty bad here. I'm gonna get a quick photo shot up of that because that looks nice. Be right back. But yeah, let people believe what they want to. Of course, I would love to convince everybody, every single person, that God is true and that He's not a liar, that He's good, and that He has a plan, and it involves saving everyone who believes, and it's that simple. But I don't think my words will convince many. It takes a powerful voice with great spirit power to do that, which the Spirit is with me, but He doesn't seem to give me great influence over others' hearts in any way. And in a way, I'm thankful because I think people that have that kind of ability to speak and change minds and all that, I think they struggle a lot with pride and temptation. I don't think I could handle that, so I don't complain. Yeah, as we are, reflection of our parents' free will is God's daily test to see if we are worthy of heaven or Bell. Yeah, Bell is a terrible place. How we are raised, our parents' test too. I don't believe in God, but I respect what everyone wants to believe. Yeah, no, I understand. Those roots look like the forest veins, literally, think about it. Yeah, I mean, they're actually dead bushes. These are normally red, like bright red when they're alive. I'm not sure if I'll come across any, but I see them pretty often. Yeah, and I don't I don't want to belittle anybody that thinks differently than me, but I would love for everyone to come to know the Lord. That's something that each person has to decide for themselves. Some of the worst people I've met in my life have used God to excuse their behavior. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people see that as a reason not to believe in God, but that just shows that people are not good in of themselves. And it's only by submitting to God that we can actually overcome those kind of things. But yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. It's sad. It kind of ruined the face of God for a lot of people because they do it in a very public manner, and then everyone looks to them and says, oh, that's what it's like to follow God? I don't want to have anything to do with that. The fiance has been blessed with the ability to speak and teach. He's brought a few people around. It's possible. That's awesome. You're more powerful than you think. Flow, honesty, and modesty are the best policies, brother. Yeah, I don't know. Just try to be myself, I guess. Just ask God for help, of course. Humans have natural need to be led and worship something. When God isn't present, they find something else. Yeah, most people worship nature, essentially, or their own. Basically, most people that I've met worship their own judgment. Like, instead of trusting God, they perceive the world through their own lens and essentially become a god to themselves because they don't trust that, there's a good God that could be up there, trustworthy. They just have trust issues, and so you just got to go off their gut instincts. And I understand. I'm just saying what I've seen, whether it's good or bad. It's a thing. It's your daily missionary work, and you didn't even realize it. They didn't actually think if they practiced his teaching, they would be decent humans. Yeah. Fake IRL. That's funny. It's hilarious. How's it going? Fake IRL. Fake IRL. Totally fake. Obviously a AI generated face. Welcome to the stream. Getting some nice views again. Of course, this whole place is scenic. It looks awesome, but the signal sucks up here. I have to go to the left of these bushes too, which it might even cut out entirely over here. Oh, here's one of the ones that's alive. It's not quite as bright as some of them are, but it's pretty good. Some of them get really bright. But yeah, if I'm a blessing to anybody, even I don't expect to lead a bunch of people to Christ. I mean, sure, I dream of that possibility, but if I'm any kind of small blessing to somebody, just as a friend, or maybe a step on their way to Christ sometime later in their life, and they remember one little thing that I said, or just that I tried to be kind to them, then that's good enough for me. I don't think I'm going to ever be a world changer or anything. I think a lot of people do themselves some hurt with assuming that they have the capacity to be a world changer. They might. Don't get me wrong, they might. But then when they assume kind of an ordinary life, they might get kind of depressed because they're not, out there changing the world or being the president of some country or, some big dream. And it's better just to use what you are given and try to be faithful with the small things, and hopefully the Lord will take notice and reward you with greater responsibilities or possibilities. But if you want to believe in yourself and achieve your dreams and all that positive thinking stuff, then go for it. You might actually achieve it. I'm not into that stuff, but I know people have done it, and happy for them. All right. Thanks, Sleeping Stars. Remember, a mustard seed moved the mountain. That's a strong mustard seed, dude. Oh wow, look at that little rock. Just sitting there balanced up by itself. Wonder if somebody put that there or if it's just been balancing all this time. Kind of cool. Maybe that's the mustard seed that moved the mountain. It's like, I moved this whole thing. You didn't see it because you weren't here. Can't prove it otherwise. All right, if you say so. People trying to be their own God is the reason the world is in the state it's in. Well, there's lots of reasons. That's one angle on it, but yeah. But essentially that's what Satan did, and that's kind of what Adam did as well during the fall. Problem is most people just don't believe that stuff, so it doesn't really, it's only kind of speaking to other believers that has any meaning. Okay, we got the rock. There's kind of another small summit area. Sort of a view too, but not nearly as amazing as that other one. I'm going to mark this one on my map though, because it's a high point, and I like to mark these. Normally I would 360 video these and mark these as I go. All right, I'm going to take a picture here real quick and mark it on my map so the video will go away for a minute. I've seen many atheists become Christians in my lifetime, and I love it every time. So encouraging, yeah. I've seen it a few times. Usually I'm not directly involved. But yeah, even when you just hear about it, like somebody on the internet, every time it's just like, it's like there's a little spoonful of hope that you just chowed down on. It's like not everything is going to crap. There's hope. All right. For me, that's probably the biggest miracle that I see, is that somebody that absolutely doesn't believe in God coming to faith, because it doesn't make sense really. Like, In this world, you don't really have a lot to gain from following Christ. In fact, you might be persecuted for it, looked down upon, scoffed at, all this stuff. So if it happens, it's truly a miracle. It's like God has showed up in their life and they just can't deny it. And it's super encouraging to hear that. What we have to gain as believers is mostly for the next life. We have a lot to gain. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a ton to gain, but it's not going to make life easy. In fact, I would argue that in many cases, it makes life harder. But we get the presence of the Holy Spirit in our lives, and for me, that's really enough. I complain a lot about life struggles and stuff, but the fact that I get to experience any kind of connection with God through the Holy Spirit and hear from Him it's really all I need. It's all I truly need. But, I get distracted and discouraged probably just as easily than anybody. I think I'm more easily just weak and discouraged than most. It's like we were reading earlier in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, if you want context. God uses the foolish things of this world to shame the wise. Well, I'm not going to shame any wise person, but I am the foolish things of this world. And the weak and I don't pretend to be one of those alpha males that can solve any problem or face any challenge. I don't really care about that. I have no interest in being one of those guys. Thankful that there are those kind of hero, strong guys, but I'm not among them. Alrighty, I keep getting hung up on these prickly branches. Yeah, so thankful for Fuka and his relationship with the Lord and his provision for his family. What a blessing. And for you, Sleeping Stars, JD Max, Sparkles, everybody. Just thankful that I get to connect with a few people while I'm streaming, make it more enjoyable. Okay. I am not going fast enough to get to my destination. There's a nice clearing. Probably set a tent up right there, actually. It's not a bad view out there either. Oh, here's one of those not dead things, but it's kind of on its way to death. It's losing some of its color and a lot of the leaves are gone. It's mostly dead, but has a little bit left to it. Yeah, I'm not a man's man. I think most manly men that are into weightlifting, cars, and sports and stuff, I don't think they would connect well with me. Although, it's kind of funny. I know this is very specific, but I've been kind of friends with High Res, and he's kind of more of that kind of guy, just not stereotypical, but just more of a man, dude. I don't feel like that myself, but he's been kind to me over the years, and I've always been amazed that we've kind of connected a little bit. I don't talk to him that much these days, but we're still, friends and talk every once in a while. Kind of like JXO that dropped by earlier. I don't think you were here, JD Max, but JXO dropped by the stream. I'm sure you remember him from the old days. But yeah, he's kind of, oh, I don't know. I don't know if he might be kind of in that category too. He kind of holds himself together like more of a manly man, and too cool for his own britches. But that's just my perception of him. He also has a very kind, compassionate heart. So I think he's like a true, what's the thing? I mean, I don't know. I don't like the term alpha male, but a lot of alpha males just have anger issues and pride issues, and just I gotta be on top and I gotta squash everybody else on my way up. But I think the true leaders and true warriors and alpha males, if you need to use that term, are the men that are civil and show kindness and compassion to those who are under them. Like if they're in some kind of leader position, they don't use their power to exploit others. It's cool to see how different people can connect. Yeah, it's amazing. I've been blessed in the streaming thing because I don't think I'm a lot like most of y'all, and that's totally fine. Like I love that we're all different and we can be friends, and even though we might look at each other and say, what's up with that aspect of his personality or life choices, we can still care about each other and be kind. Not that I think of you guys that way, but I imagine just what people might think of me. This is kind of a cool, gnarly set of branches here. True alphas don't have to try and prove it. Their actions speak. They can also be tender and compassionate, but confident. Yeah. And how peaceful and calm it is there. Yeah, it's awesome. Exactly. Yeah, I'm more of the all on the emotional tender side. So I think most men probably think I'm a pansy or whatever, and I don't give a crap. If there's a man that thinks that of me, they're the last kind of man that I actually care what they think of me. Don't care. I know, Flo, I'm pretty weird, so I don't put it past you. Getting some awesome views up here. I wish the signal was a little better so I could share with you the full detail and glory. But maybe you can get a small idea, especially if you're on a phone, because it'll be so small on your screen that probably actually looks fairly sharp to you, but it's like a terrible bit rate. Oh, my chat just hiccuped. I think I just lost the latest message or something. Strongest of us are the most vulnerable, and that's okay. God's got our backs. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. The thing is, though, I like what Paul says. Like, for when I am weak, he is strong, or whatever. Yeah. So in a way, the weaker we are, if we trust in the Lord, He will fill that area of strength, or that area of weakness, with His strength. And so, I guess the more reliant we are on the Lord, or that we're forced to be because of our weakness, then He'll just step up to the plate when we ask Him to. I think it takes some weakness to even trust in the Lord. A lot of people will say something like, God is your crutch. And some people might get defensive about that, but in a way, sure, fine. I'm weak. I need help. He is my helper, my redeemer. He's my Lord. Nothing without Him. My battery's actually fine because I have it plugged into to a battery bank. It's holding up. That's a kind of a cool view, but it's a little bit covered up, I guess, and the signal sucks over here. Still going up, still going up. Each of these cool rock areas gives a view, but not even to the top. I think each of these places that I'm encountering will actually be better than the top. I don't even know if there's a view at the top. Thanks, Stardegrade. Used to be an arrogant egomaniac. God help me become more humble and helping others and being honest and honest. It's awesome. JD Max, I'm so glad. I've only known, as far as I'm aware, the humble JD Max. Always enjoyed your presence and your funny comments and encouragement and all your little funny stickers. You probably love that I have that bouncing stickers thing on the stream. Now they can just be all over the place. Oh, there's a little camping spot up here too. Check that out. Right there, it's pretty clear. Being humble is something we all need to go through. Yeah, it's sad. I wish it wasn't the case. The problem is it usually comes by a pathway of pain, some kind of pain. But in that sense, I've come to terms with the fact that I don't hate pain anymore, because if it draws me close to the Lord or forces me to be reliant on Him, then that's what I want anyway. So I just wish I didn't have to be foolish enough to need difficulties in order to seek Him. Because I'd rather do it in joy and comfort and like nice experiences. It's a kind of cool view there. All those little weird bushes in the middle of the lake. It's kind of unusual. This is a lake that kind of is there seasonally. Like it gets drained almost to a river in the late summer, and then it fills up after winter. So it's kind of a weird, not always there lake, I guess. All right, let's keep going up and up and up. Oh wow, that's cool. It's like a separate lake. I think at some points in the year this is all one big lake, but right now it's kind of divided up into a couple different ponds and stuff. Very nice. I don't think I've ever seen some of this stuff. Certainly not from this angle. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite places. I actually thought it might be kind of a dud somehow, because I'd only been here once and it was many years ago. And I didn't make any major notes about it, like how amazing it is. I think maybe the issue is I went up a completely different side of this thing. And so I may not have even seen this stuff when I was here before. But I'd say this is pretty sick. Sick as in amazing. Top notch. Excelsior! I cannot say what lake it is. Sorry, I don't usually reveal locations. Some people might know, but I just wish I could. But if everybody on the internet was very caring and compassionate and interested and had everyone's best interest in mind, then I would have no issues. But heard too many horror stories. And it's not you guys. It's more like lurkers that just trolls and stuff. Thankfully, I don't get a lot of trolls. It feels like it's not happening as much as it used to. I used to get them occasionally. I don't get a lot of trolls. I get a lot of bots these days. A lot of follow bots and things like of that nature. I'm not actually close to where I live or anything, but just, I just kind of stream things for their visual aesthetics rather than describing locations and stuff. Which I wish I could. I wish I could just not worry about that stuff, but even just some close friends of mine have gone through some of that harrowing horror story stuff. It's just like amazing to me that there's evil people in the world that will do that kind of stuff. I know the general area you're in, but that's top secret. Good, thanks. I appreciate it. There's people that would just know because, like, if they live in this area and they watch my streams, they know exactly where I'm at. But I just appreciate it if people respect privacy and stuff like that. This kind of looks like an old forest road here. It's not on the map, but it's very clear. I could probably go down this way if I need to. Got some big tracks on it too. Possibly Bigfoot in nature. Yeah, this is definitely a road. Let me see how close I am to the top, because at some point I might have to road down like this. Oh man, I'm not even close to the top. That's crazy. It looks like I'm going toward a road though. So if I have to speed a little bit or just head back without making it all the way, I could. Actually, maybe I'll do that. It's getting kind of late actually, to be honest. I'm actually not that far from a road. I'm going to keep up this, keep going up this way till that road, then I'm going to take it down, and I'll have to come back with my 360 camera and capture this in a better format that I can share on my channel, and then also just to experience it again, because it's definitely a repeater, that's for sure. I could even come up here and do a Bible reading at one of those amazing view spots like I often do. Perk of having a small group of followers, chance of them living in your area is slimmer. And honestly, I don't even care. It's just I wish everybody had a good heart. I don't even know what demographic of people the trolls are. I wish they would, I don't want to just say grow up, because that sounds rude. What I mean is I wish they would mature beyond that age or stage. I have a hard time believing that any of them are fully formed adults, like, older people. That would be very sad for them if they still have that lifestyle when they're old. But I get the impression they're just young, figuring out life, and maybe have struggles of their own and just don't know how to express themselves in a healthy way. And in that sense, I wish them, blessings and heaps upon heaps of blessings, that they might experience wisdom in life and maturity. But unfortunately, just because they exist on the internet, you can't just do what you want to do without worrying about it. Sermon of the Mount would be nice here. Totally, that'd be awesome. How long before you come back to do a camping overnight Bible reading IRL? Promote it for a week in your streams, I suggest. Well, except that I don't want to grow. You guys are like, if you enjoy these streams, they're for you, not for anyone else. I'm not going to try to grow a channel or get more followers. It's whoever just happens to be here is the one that gets to enjoy it, and I get to enjoy your company, and that's the way my channel is going to be. No promotion here. The only person that can't do self-promotion is me. Everybody else can talk about their channels, but I don't care about making a big stink. Speaking of a big stink, definitely got some elk or deer up here. I think that's probably elk based on the tracks I've been seeing. Good thing about elk poop is and deer poop, it doesn't really stink. Never smelled it. Horse poop, on the other hand, boy oh boy, you can smell that from a distance. Cool gnarly old branches. I don't know if this tree fall, or I mean these branch falls are natural, or if they were trimmed off for some reason. Probably natural. It's weird they're all stacked up down there like that. Actually, this is a tree here going up and down this way. It's kind of covered up with pine needles now. Some of those branches might have broken off that one as it fell. But you can kind of see up there, there's a couple nodules up there that might have broken off as well, or maybe a windstorm or something. Chicken poo is horrible. Oh, really? Everybody else can talk positive about you and your channel too. All right, that's fine. But I might, if I know it's maybe not quite accurate, I might offer some correction. But yeah, that's fine. As long as it doesn't get too soupy or sappy. Soupy sappy. But one thing I want to make clear though is that I'm not a pity party. I don't speak negatively or sadly about my circumstances just to get pity or kind words. That's really not it. I'm just more of try to be a truth teller. So when somebody asks me if I'm having a bad day, I'll just tell them, yeah, it's not the best. I'm not going to just pretend like everything's fine. And I'm not going to pretend to be invincible either. Bigfoot stacked him, probably. That seems likely. I mean, we've seen him around here so much that it does kind of add up to pretty clear evidence, especially after all these different signs that JD Max has seen and convinced us with. I'm pretty much convinced myself. I don't know about all you guys. Oh, I think I'm about to get to the road, so if that's the case, we might be ending the stream pretty soon. We probably won't bother to stream myself walking along a random forest road, even though that's what the thumbnail of the stream looks like. Wasn't able to show the amazing glory of this destination before getting to it. Otherwise, I would have had a thumbnail with that crazy view from before. Oh, no, I was just imagining. It's not the road yet. It looks kind of like a road. This is definitely a camping spot, that is for sure. It's a huge open area. Oh, you have some good lights for the dark. How far are you from your car? Not that far, honestly. But I still apparently haven't reached the road unless this is the road and it's just not very... No, I haven't reached it yet. Still got a ways to go. So yeah, I'll stream until I get there and then I'll head out, but not quite yet. But you all don't feel the need to hang out the whole time. I'm just enjoying myself, enjoying the company, but you all have things to do. Feel free to skitter on out. Sounds like I'm from the South or something. I guess I'm just, it's this hat. I blame this hat giving me a kind of a hick persona. Yeah, it would definitely be a good camp spot. Not as amazing of a view as that other place, but this spot is back to having a good view, and there's some clear ground there for sure. All right, I think I'm probably up to the area that I went last time I was here, or the only time, because now I'm kind of on the ridge and this is starting to look maybe a little bit more familiar. So I'm just gonna head straight over this way to where supposedly there's a road, which I have almost a hard time believing it because it doesn't really look like a place for a road to be, but supposedly. Passive aggressive modesty is always entertaining, right? Yeah. I get Phil a lot because most people's keyboards just don't have flow on it. I don't know what their problem is. Okay. That's a nice view. Whew, I haven't taken a drink this whole time. So that's another good reason to get to the road, because I can't really pull out my drink while I'm streaming without causing a big problem. So once I get up there, I'll finally get a drink. My throat is dry for sure. If you guys ever have your fill of flow, feel free to find somebody else to watch. Okay. Sorry, I'm not very good with the puns like I used to be. I just go for the worst ones these days. Kind of lost my touch. Can you imagine being on the road crew? Put a road through up there. That would be insane. I kind of want to see how they do it sometime. I know they have huge machines that cut through all the trees and stuff, but I kind of imagine something like on the movie Avatar. Those giant destructive machines just go through the forest. I'm sure the real ones are not nearly that big, of course. All right. I need to go this way to get up there. I'm amazed that there's been at least some kind of signal. Normally, to be perfectly honest, I normally cut the stream when it's this bad. When it's under like 2 or 3 megabits. Oh, I see the road. But I've just been enjoying your guys' company too much to just end the stream, to be honest. So, that's the way it goes. We made it. Made it to the road. And we got a little bit of a view to enjoy at the end. Whew. Yeah, I'm thirsty. That's for sure. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. That means a lot. You know, time is a scarce resource that could be spent in so many different ways. So Means a lot that you would share some of yours with me, and I appreciate it. Pray that God blesses each of you for your kind, encouraging words and just your friendship, you know. So yeah, appreciate all you folks. I think I will head on down the road, quite literally, in every sense of that sentence. Ever seen Avatar 2 yet? If so, is it any good, better, or worse than the part 1? I did see it recently. I guess it was not memorable. I mean, it was okay, but it felt just kind of like a repeat of the first, so nothing novel, and I don't know. It was fine. I guess it's, you know, fun to watch, I guess, but whatever. I'm not really into movies anymore. I've kind of lost my taste for them, just the way they're going, all about visual explosions and fancy looking stuff rather than interesting stories and stuff. Plus all the politics that get into movies now, I just like, I don't want to be preached at about politics. I just want to enjoy just a fun movie, and there's not a lot of those left. Been finding myself watching older movies lately, if at all. Just the old classics. Just watched Lord of the Rings series again. I watch Harry Potter every once in a while because I enjoy it. I know I shouldn't because I'm a Christian and it's all about magic, but just saying, I like the character development in those. Super good. But yeah, anyway. I just blinded myself by looking into that scene like for way too long, so I literally can't see my screen. I don't do movies anymore. Yeah. Right, like, God bless, brother. Thank you, man. Just walk through the real life Avatar forest. Yeah. Thanks, man. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Unfortunately, my remote doesn't seem to work, so I can't switch to the closing scene quite as smoothly as before. So I'll have to... Oh, wait, no, let's see, what can I do about that? I can do something. Maybe, but probably not. I'll have to kill the video before I kill the stream. Yeah, all right. That is what it is. All right, well, we'll see you guys. Anticlimactic ending here with a bunch of weird pauses and awkward camera problems, but that's all right. Barely have enough signal to get in here to end this thing. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. It's a hilarious classic. Nice. I have to check that out. Yeah, you too, Sleeping Stars and Sparkles, if you're still here. Thanks for hanging in with me, even though some of the things I say might annoy you. But take care and know that you don't annoy me at all. I just sometimes wonder. But thank you. You're a nice person. I'm glad that even though I've only known you for like 3 days, that feels like you're already part of the crew, so appreciate you. Everybody else that might be lurking, blessings to you as well. I will see you all. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder of the water. I will do it, and I will see you all later.